Good day. So my whole point of making this video was to kind of do a preview, first look at an item I picked up over the Black Friday weekend from Uncharted supply company. It's called the 72 Pro. I initially saw the 72 survival kit that they have, which was really neat, well thought out, neatly organized, nice packing, and as a starter bag to add to, I think that was one of my favorites I looked at, but never pulled the trigger. So here we are, a year later, and they put their Pro version, which hadn't even gone on sale yet. They didn't even have them completely built when they put them on sale. They were doing a pre-order. So I ordered one end of November. I got it, I want to say about a week before Christmas. And, you know, I was real busy, didn't have a chance to go through everything, look at all the stuff and whatnot. But I figured today, that's what we're going to do. In just a minute, I will have that up here. Okay. First look, action. Okay, so here we see the pack. This is everything together just as it comes. And the first thing we'll notice the difference is this black panel here is not on the regular 72. That has another nice stretchy spot that you can put some, thinner stuff. I think it would probably be great for paperwork, documents, maps. Be a great spot for. We've got some tie-off points here, and the same over here. There's a large, really large water bottle holder right here, which I'll get into in a minute when I show some customizations that I'm going to be doing. And you've also got some tie-offs here. You got actually 4, and they give you 2. Poles, tripod, pretty much anything. One of the nicest things about this is it is a waterproof bag with the roll top configuration. And when we flip it around, you can see where all of these padded shoulder straps, they could be more padded, but there's some quick things you can do to help with that. But nice clip here with a whistle built in. And as we come down, we got some good belly straps here, waist straps, and I've got some waterproof pouches for some small stuff, like keys, maybe USB sticks, batteries, stuff like that. But one on each side. And even with my bigger girth, I've actually got this situated for me. Really nice pull tabs that you can really grab a hand on. Both sides here. And again, I've already fit this for me, so I know it works. You got some nice tie-outs here, here you can hang some stuff, and a few things right in here. But that's the bag, which I do like. And one of the things, the way they have this set up, oh, one more thing. Completely forgot. It's nice padding with airflow on your back. So while I haven't gone out and hiked with this thing yet, I am going to. I think that's going to be a nice little added bonus, just having a little bit of space there for air to go through, as well as some padding, because this is not a light pack. So that is it. And I'm a 6-foot frame, about 270 pounds. So there we are. And we here have on the bottom some straps here where you can strap on like bedroll or pretty much anything, blankets, whatnot, doesn't matter. So let's get into the middle of it. So here we've got the internal, and one of the things I want to show real quick is all of this right here. It goes through everything that is included in this bag. And from there, you know, of course, you can add, subtract, change, do whatever you want. But it's really nicely organized. Warmth, fire, shelter, all of your first aid here, water, and food. It does include food. It does not actually include the water. You add your own. But we'll get into that in a few minutes. So what I'd like to do, you know, is show a little bit here. We got a nice handle, backpack straps. This is really going to allow to carry twice what you normally would, because one person can put this on the back, or you can put this on your front, and then you can fill this back up with something else. And being that it's waterproof, fill it up with water. But let's get into this right here. So we're going to lay this down because it's going to open completely this way. You just pop your clips here and also here, and even that is done, but there's also a clip on this side, and this just opens up. Now this is as it comes. I've not done anything. I've got some stuff on the side to go through, and we'll look at that in a few minutes. But got a nice large water bottle. It does have a grommet there. Not insulated, so you can boil in this. And it's a fairly nice size. I want to say probably at least 36 ounces. Nice size. And again, that just slides right into here. And there you go. So, you know, think you're going out, think you need it, fill this up with water, throw it in your bag, throw it in your car, and go. Or you can put this on the outside, but I got something else for the outside. So, nice water bottle. So we're going to start and work this way. Flashlight, I've already had this open. It comes with a clip, and you can turn to do the lighting. And the nice thing is it did come with batteries. It takes 3 AAAs. So one thing to note on that, if you want to carry extra batteries, make sure if you add to this anything that requires batteries, try and get the same kind of batteries. That always helps. And, you know, it's a flashlight. It's meant to sit in here and just kind of do nothing until you need it. Not terrible. You know, adjustable beam. So, not bad. And like I said, came with batteries. Can't really complain about that. And we've got, this is an upgrade from the previous. They have the UCO, and these are the stormproof. It's like these are the hurricane matches. I mean, these things are huge, and that's awesome. A little bit of tinder, just kind of stuffed in here. And it's, you know, you can get the UCO stuff on Amazon and refills and whatnot, but the fact that they send a full, really good set of matches is nice. I mean, you really have to have some way of starting fires, and this is a nice way to do it. We've got a multi-tool, and with any, you know, multi-tool that comes with bags, you know, like this, it's good. It's not a Leatherman or even a Gerber, but you know what? In a pinch, it's all you really need. Big handles, it's spring-loaded, as you can see. It's got some knives and stuff in here. I'm not going to get into all that in detail. And a nice, you know, point-to-break windows. Folds up nice. And again, you know, this is an upgrade. It's a full-size tool as opposed to the one that's only about this big that comes with the standard. Under power, you can see everything's labeled. Flashlight, lighter, matches, multi-tool, power. And this is a hand crank. Has a flashlight on it, solar charged, and you can even sit and charge up your devices. and it is, I tested it out a little bit, and you just sit and run it like that. It'll build a charge for a little while. And you can say it's not bright, but hey, you know, we're looking at something that is meant for absolute, you know, getting out, surviving something, and having the gear, the ability to at least go 72 hours, hence the name 72. Does come with a USB cord. It's an ancient one. You might want to think about adding your own. This is the mini USB, not even the micro. So this goes back probably 10 years. But hey, you know what? They included it. Also has a clock, but once it runs out of power, clock resets. But it also has a radio, hence the antenna. So hey, you know what? It's, if you don't have anything, it's perfect. So we're just going to slide that back in. And again, everything has its spot. So we're going to skip the first aid for now. We're going to go with this bag called Air and Vision. And this has 2 glow sticks. And this pack is meant for 2 people for 72 hours. So let's keep that in mind on a lot of this stuff. So 2 glow sticks. There are 2 emergency filtration masks, and these are also upgraded from the previous version. So there's 2 of those, again, all in here. And what's really cool, 2 of these upgraded ski masks rather than just standard safety goggles. So same plastic as on the safety goggles, but adds a degree of warmth around here, and they're very clear and very easy to use. Go really well. I'm not opening these because I want them to stay pristine. Like I said, this is not a test, this is just a preview. And again, just to keep these from getting all scratched up, keeping them in the bag as well. But nice additions, and again, you get 2 of them. And that goes in the Air and Vision. So moving them over here with food and water. The food is your standard cakes. Each one is 72 hours, so you know, 2 people, 2 food bags. I've had these before. These are like the lifeboat stuff. It's kind of like a dense cracker, slightly sweet. You know, for 72 hours, if that's all you got, you know what, you're going to eat it. So you can't fault that. And enormous shelf life on those. But that's all that's in the food. And in the water was a nice surprise. This was also an upgrade from the previous bag, where you get a nice large soy squeeze bag, and you get the full Sawyer Squeeze Mini with everything you need to do all of this. I mean, this is insane. Another bag, you know, it's small in case something tears, but it's there. But you got the Mini, you got your tube for back flushing. I mean, everything's here. I mean, this was insane because I was going to get one of these anyway. I've got a Sawyer Mini, or a Sawyer Squeeze in my regular pack for just camping. So getting a Mini, hey, I mean, that's even better. So there's nothing I can complain about when it comes to the water. I mean, this is big. I love the Sawyers. You know, they just work. No need to demo these. I know exactly how they work, and they just do. So that was a nice little surprise. I didn't think there's no way they're gonna put an entire, you know, Sawyer Squeeze in there, but they did. So again, it's just, I mean, it all just has its own spot. You don't even have to think. I mean, color coded, first aid, water, I mean, food, the rest of it, no big deal. But these 2 here are big. You know, we got the food. Just, these things are heavy. But yeah, there's 12 cakes in each. And again, they just slide and fit perfect. And for the consumables, you know, because these do have a shelf life, you can go to Uncharted and order seconds. You can order spares. So let's get into the tools. And this is where there's a little discrepancy on what was on the website and what got sent. And I did contact them, and they said that they ran out of one of the tools, so they had to, instead of going with what was going in the standard 72, they did upgrade the tool. So, okay, they made good, but it is what it is. And again, this is an all-in-one kit that just you're going to throw in your car and it's going to stay there, and you're going to hope you don't need it, but you have it if you do. So some paracord, can't go wrong with paracord. I think it's 100 feet. Doesn't say, but looks about 100 feet. There's some duct tape. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, hell, fire starter tender. And then this is the piece that was changed. They had a regular little shovel that came with the old one, or the other one. And when they ran out of the one with the hammer, and also there was an issue with the design, that it just didn't work. They sent the SOG version, which, you know, okay, whatever. Rough some stuff up, cut the ground, but shovel, you know, and a trenching material or trenching tool, because you can change it out. And there we go. And, you know, again, there's uses for it. You know, there's uses for it. You don't want to dig your knife into something and stuff like that. Use this to dig in unknown ground, and you're good. I mean, there are worse tools out there. So, oops. There's worse. I'll take it. And then they did send an upgraded knife as opposed to the small folder that came with the regular version. And with it, one of the biggest things on this one is you get a small fire starter striker. This is striker. Going back to the crazy Russian hacker calling all of these things strikers rather than these, but small ferro rod, small sharpening stone, enough to get through. I mean, again, 72 hours. We're not looking at you know, a full. We're going to live off the grid. And then the knife, rubberized grip. Not a bad knife. I'm not sure if, you know, because I'm feeling this. It's not 90 degrees. So I'm not even sure it'll spark it. I'm not even going to try. But I know that tool will. And it's not a bad knife. It's got some weight to it. The grip is nice. We've got a basher here. Of course, how can you go anywhere without a can opener or a bottle opener? But nice. You know, it's just smaller than my hand. And just for a, this is my camp knife here. You know, this is what I normally use. So you're getting a substantial knife when you think about it. So not terrible at all. I really love this, but another video. So good weight, full tang all the way back. Has no indication on here of the steel type, but again, 72 hours. This is not a, you know, a base camp kit. This is for getting out and getting safe. So there are the tools. Not bad. Again, not bad. So now we get into the warmth, and this has 2 hand warmers, I believe 2. A large, quite large, survival tent, mylar tent. Has some cordage in here. Good for one use. Put it up. Hopefully you'll make it 72 hours. We've got, I'm going to leave some of these in the bag, but there's two pair of gloves. Standard work gloves. Look waterproof. They're nice PVC coated on one side, nice and grippy on the other. They are a little bit small for me. They go on, but gripping is really tight. I will probably be replacing these, but these are upgraded from the other kit. And again, 2 people, 2 sets. Here are the other hand warmers. You get a total of 8 hand warmers. Those are great. And I'll open one just because. 2 beanies. It's got the Uncharted Supply Company logo there in a small piece of leather. And, you know, keeping your head warm in a crisis, especially at night if you're sleeping and this is all you have, this is going to come in handy. So, you know, here we go. I do like this. This is nice. It's cotton. I've got another one that normally I would have that is merino wool, smart wool, just kind of like this here. You know, this, I could go on a whole video just on this piece here. But, you know, 72 hours. You may not have everything with you that you really want. So this gets everything to allow you to survive. Now, there are some changes I'm going to make, but we'll go over those in a little bit. We're going to look at first aid now, because this is the biggest part where I'm going to change. You know, anyone who does this stuff, anyone who's ever, you know, military, hiking, camping, I do a lot of motorcycling and camping, and I have my own first aid kit for that. So I will make this match that. The biggest thing is you build your kit for where you're going, for your current experience and knowledge. So like a beginner, there's no way you're going to put a tourniquet kit in here. It's just not smart. You don't know how to use it. Get some training, learn how to use it, add it to your kit. And that pretty much goes with anything on the first aid side. You know, suture kit, if you don't know how, man. So it comes with 2. And then we also get a couple extra things in here. Sunscreen lotion, always a good thing out. There's 2 emergency blankets. Again, you know, they are what they are, but better than nothing. Build a fire, hover this around you, let that heat radiate in, and you'll be good for a little while. Again, probably one use only. Pretty substantial bag of wipes, 10 of them. So, you know, before you get into doing your eating or cooking, wipe off your hands, face, you know, clean up a little bit. It's amazing how just washing your face and your hands can help make you feel better. Anybody's been out working or got stuck or anything, you come home, wash your face and hands, your whole outlook changes. So that's a key thing. And we're going to look at one of these. I'm not going to get everything out, but I can pretty much guess what all gonna. I'll just throw this in there. Again, I don't want to do everything, and this is meant for 2 people. So think about it. If you're single, you know, you got twice the stuff. Whistle, pretty damn loud. Triangular bandage. Looks like some elastic gauze. A lot of bandages and pads. Antiseptic towelette, sting relief. I'll definitely be adding some stuff in here. These aren't going to happen. I'll get some better scissors. I'll just get 1 pair. Looks like a pin, which is nice, and just a tiny bit of tape. You know, this could have been a lot better. But again, I'm going to put my own stuff in here. And some of the stuff I'll usually take, you know, for 72 hours. I mean, right here's bandage. This and some cotton. Probably throw some other ointments in there. Some headache medicines, some like Benadryl, something like that. You know, just what I would consider would be standard for first aid. Again, everything in here can be changed, customized, upgraded, whatever. I'm not going to put all of this stuff back, but I just want to. I mean, 72-hour bug out. You get out of town, you come back, or you got to get home. You know, a couple things. I'm going to add some more water. I'm going to add some other stuff. One thing I'm still waiting to get here, and that's a 4-size water key, so you can open up water valves on buildings. So let me jump down here and I'll be right back and show you some of the extras. Okay, so we went through this bag and I said I had some additions. First thing we're going to talk about is water. Got an Arctic 30 ounce, shout out to the Black Rifle Coffee guys. Awesome coffee and great company. But this allows to carry twice the water. This one's insulated, so you're not going to put it in a fire. But boil your water, get it sterilized, toss it in here, put it off the side, boil the next batch. Twice the water. Also, fill this one up with water before you leave. I'd fill both of them up. This fits in the side pocket perfectly. You can actually get a larger one, but you know what? I have this one and I'm going to use this one. So that one goes there. And doesn't add a whole lot. But never have enough water. So that's my first addition. Number 2, map. I got mine from My Topo. And this one I have here is just my immediate area. For this bag, I'm going to get one for my county. That will allow me to get from work to home and a little further. And I live on the edge of a county, so it's going to give me a whole lot extra room. But you can custom build these maps in any way you want. It's amazing what the customization you get out of it for a reasonable price. And you can choose your paper styles, whether you want it rolled or folded. I went folded on this one. I've got another one for an area that I do some camping in. That's phenomenal, but it folds up. That'll fit in that front pocket. Maybe get a statewide or throw like a Rand McCallie in there. Road maps, that's another good choice. Up to you, plenty of room. This just happens to be what I have. Can't go wrong with maps. Gorilla tape, extra. Why not? Compass and a temperature gauge. You do kind of want to know what your temperature's doing. If it's rapidly falling, you're going to have to build up some supplies, especially on the wood side. And then a compass is just, it's just smart to have. This one's the Seventy2 clipper. Thing's just bulletproof. I've had it forever. I keep it on a band, and the band is going to go on the shoulder strap. I may eventually upgrade to the Seventy2 Mini. A little bit bigger to read, easier to read. You can actually dial some stuff in. But this thing right here, I've used it. It's been great. I'm happy with it. And it's great for this. Included in that some pacing beads that I created. Just some leftover gear, leftover cordage, and why not? My area, don't really need it, but it may not always be in my area. So both of those are going to go on the outside of the pack. There are lighters. There's 2 spots for lighters in here. They don't send them because, they can't. So no biggie. But went with Bics. Took the child protection off. You can't go wrong with the Bics. So 2. I'm probably going to get another one of these Exotacs, but you need keep these things dry. So I've already got one of these for my main camping kit. So this is the second one, and 2 lighters. So some of the good guys out there are saying, 2 is 1, 1 is none. So carry 2. That actually gives us 3 ways of making fire with the fire steel that's with the knife. So this is a new quick deploy shelter with a rapid deploy ridgeline carabiner on one end, 2 Prusik loops to hold up the tarp, and then I use a figure 9 on the other. For me, it's quicker than the knots. Do what's comfortable to you. Do what you know. Always learn new stuff. I still practice with knots. I've got a rope that I use and practice with and whatnot. But if I'm in a situation, I got to put this up. I want the fastest thing without having to sit and think. And also in here, I've got 4 aluminum stakes for just the lean-to. I'll use 2 with this for the top and 2 at the bottom. If I do an A-frame and have to get low, that'll stake out all 4. And this is an Arcturus bag. I've got the Arcturus one with another kit. So I've got my old tarp, which actually I've never had to use. So it's never even been unfolded. But it's also, you know, the space blanket and mylar coating on the inside, but much thicker. It's got grommets, not great grommets, but again, 72 hours. That's all it's got to make. Will I do another Arcturus one? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with this one. You know, if I have to replace this one, yes, I'll do the Arcturus one. But I'm not one to just go out willy-nilly and just replace something because, oh, I want something else. That's got to break. It's got to fail. And I don't see it happening. So those are the first additions so far. I'm going to customize the first aid kit, but that was a given no matter what came in it. But that's my addition so far. We're arriving probably tomorrow. I ordered 2, well, it came as a pair, but the water keys for like civic buildings where you can go turn on the water, fill up the bottles, and move on. One's going to go in this kit. The other's going to go on my other one, even though the other one's not a bug out. But yeah, so far happy. Quick shout out to the Uncharted Supply Company for putting something like this together. You know, it's more expensive than the ones that you can get on Amazon, but I think it's better thought out. There's better gear with it. Like I said, I have no problems with this knife to use for, you know, to make fires 3 days. I mean, it'll work great. You know, I could process stuff. It's a heavy, aggressive blade. It's got some nice chipping. I don't have any real complaints for what it's worth, for what its intended use is. You know, and the same thing with a shovel. You know, no complaints for its intended use. Man, I gotta put that up too high. Oh well. But this is gonna work. It'll work great. I'm hoping I never have to use this stuff, but if I do, it's here. You know, you can't go wrong with more rope. I got so much of this stuff around, doesn't matter. And again, duct tape, but also more here. Because, you know, this is not going to, you know, it's convenient pocket size, yeah, great, but I'd rather carry a roll. So, I'll probably add some other, I'll probably add a roll of, like, bank line or something like that. But not a whole lot else for something that just sit in my car in case I need it. So from now on, for now, I'm going to say take care. This has probably been longer than I intended, but a lot of stuff in here to go through. So you guys enjoy. Oh, that reminds me, bug spray will be going in here too. But you know, all those things can be added at any point in time. So have a good day. Enjoy. You know, stay safe and stay prepared.